What's up, Pisces? Welcome to your mid-November throughout December reading. I'm going to shuffle your cards in front of you. How's the eclipse season treating you? Feeling tired, emotionally drained? It's totally normal. Well, you do appear in your reading as a Two of Swords energy. So, whenever there's a blindfold, there's the necessity of taking the blindfold off. So let's see what you are not seeing, what are you avoiding seeing, or mental prison. You do have this recurring lesson I've been feeling for Pisces. I have some Pisces in my life. That is that I think you're the dreamers of the zodiac, right? So it's beautiful to dream, but to use that energy to put it into reality. Another different thing is looking at reality with a pink lens, and then stuff don't add up. You know what I mean? Getting hot. Okay, let's do this. So what is the situation? My cards fly, I don't choose them. They have a life of their own and I let them live. Okay. That's in the environment. Another two, see? Yeah, your inside is matching your outside. Or your outside is matching your inside. Who is to say what starts first? But let's keep shuffling. I mean, it's beautiful the way you see the world, like everything is possible. Like, why not? Why not? If you can dream it, you can have it, and you are totally right. Nothing wrong about dreaming, but look at the reality of situations and of people as they really are, you know? I think it's beautiful the way you see the potential in people, the potential, what they could be, but if they don't live up to the expectations, or if they don't live up, well, nothing better than not having expectations, but if people and situations don't live up to your dream, then let it be, right? Look at yourself that way. The beautiful pink lens you put to others, use that compassion to yourself. Because the universe wants you to know the difference between good and bad, happiness and sadness. And you're probably saying, what the hell, do you think I don't know the difference? You do know the difference, but sometimes you know the difference just when you taste it. Can you practice knowing the difference without even going there? Do you really have to go deep in superficial people, superficial situations? Do you think your depth is for everyone? It is not. You are not for everyone, my dear. None of us are. So I have to be selective. And we select from the inside. So I'm just like hot and cold. We use our intuition. Interesting reading, complex, clarifying the Two of Swords. Why are you hesitating so much? Like, it's like I see it's like you're in your head thinking about whether you should choose to go or not to go, or A or B, whatever it's in front of you, but the choice is not even there. You know, it's like you're going ahead of time. It's not even there. Living in the future. The dreamer's curse, living in the future. Clarifying the Two of Swords for Pisces. Ooh. And this one to come out reverse. Yeah. See? The dream quality with the Star card. This is not any dream. This is the dream, you know? The person, the relationship, the job, the house, the life, like living your best life, being your best self, taking care of what you value, what you have collected with so much effort. It was small and now it seems to almost starts to get bigger and bigger. Your treasure is piling up. The treasure is you. Sometimes when you have to choose and we don't know what to do, it's because there is no time yet to choose. It's just a time to wait. You just wait. Do nothing. Sometimes life takes care of itself. By no means I'm saying for you to be responsible or not keep up with your responsibilities. Not that. It's just that sometimes stuff is not up to you. Sorry. Was it here? What was it here? Okay. There might be some interference from the past. So, you're not really in the present, are you? You're living in the future, concerned and worried about something that you have to choose, that is about to fulfill these big dreams. It looks like you're really, really close, but you are not sure and you want to be sure. As if life were something you could control and be totally sure about. It's just a little inch that we can control with our free will. The rest is really up to the divine, to whatever we've done in our past lives, to whatever other people are doing, because we are all connected. You're not alone. It's not all up to you. Whatever other people feel, do, and think affects your life, and you likewise affect other people. There's this wound about past wound that might be affecting your situation. That's probably the work, emotional work that you have to do. About giving and receiving, or about being taken for granted. If this is like a love reading or a personal development reading, also it can also be a career reading, but whatever in the past you were not seen as an asset, as a value, as someone that whose role is irreplaceable, it puts you now in the present in a situation that you don't know what to think, what to decide, if this is good for you, if it's not, so you think ahead, and then you try to juggle your emotions and your thoughts, and you might be doing extra effort or doing more than your load, carry your load and the other person's load. The thing, Pisces, when you overgive, you kind of create a karmic debt with the other person. There's nothing wrong with having a big heart. You can give, then you wait a while, give the chance and the opportunity for the other person to give back so you can receive and you keep it balanced. Otherwise, whatever you're juggling here is just you. Your love, your effort, your time, your patience, your money, your energy. And it's just your pentacles back and forth. It's like it's just one instead of two. You see? And you don't see the big picture. You see? The big picture, those boats sailing off to amazing new adventures. And you're here, trying to keep balance in a situation that is probably unbalanceable. I'm not sure if this is really something. I'm not feeling like this is something that's really happening on your external reality. I think we're really talking about internal processes here. The way you think and feel what is happening to you rather than what is really happening to you. So the universe is putting you, by the use of your intuition, you are being pushed and pulled to use your intuition instead of fear. Because you use your fear for a long, long time. And maybe you're still learning, and that's okay. We all do. We learn and then we forget. We learn and then we forget. There are no special people here. We are all special in our own way. Okay? So, if you haven't quite learned how to use intuition to slay fear, you need contrast. And that is why the universe wants you to be here, in pain and in happiness, so you understand the difference without having to go there. You look at the situation and the person, you say, oh, that's good for me, so I think about it and I'm gonna go there. And then you are confronted with another kind of situation or person, there your intuition tells you that it's bad for you and you don't even have to go there. So I think the universe is absolutely, your last lesson for this year is to learn how to choose instead of being chosen, and learn how to be selective, have criteria. You don't say yes to everything. You don't have to try something to know that it's good or bad for you, because you have your navigation, you have intuition. Otherwise you just throw yourself at everything that moves. No. Now let's clarify more to see about this 10 of Cups and 3 of Swords. Can't escape pain. Also what the universe is telling you. All this need of controlling, making sure you're deciding well, super valuing your dream, that is really important. But also let the dream unfold. If you have this picture perfect dream, like I want my life to be like this and this, and I won't take anything else. And then the universe goes like, oh shit, I had so much better to give it to you, but you really don't want it. So, okay, just stay like that. The divine can absolutely dream better than all of us together. So leave some openness, some flexibility, some possibility for expansion. Also, because that's also very, how should I say this in English? Sorry. So much more interesting and also less frustrating. I'm not saying like you like settle for anything else, because what I've said earlier is that your universe is teaching you how to choose and to have a criteria. But at the same hand, make sure that your dream has space to be fulfilled by the divine and by other people's contribution. Otherwise, it's just you. Then you don't need anyone, do you? But you do. We all do. So, if there's someone, this could be a love reading, if there's someone that is younger than you, Taurus, Virgos, Capricorn, or someone that has a lot of earth on their astrological chart, I would say you can trust them. I would say they want to give it all. But to get to this kind of person, you have to use your intuition. On the other hand, there's this heavy pain, and I think you carry this pain. It's how you do your dualities. Like, I keep feeling like you keep comparing situations and people from your present to your past. Like, this person acts like this, it reminds me of the other person that did like that. Man, Six of Cups here on your situation, like this longing, this sometimes draining of the past, of what it was, how did it went, who did what, who did, you know. Let it be. It's in the past. It doesn't exist. Only exists if you think about it, if you insist of thinking about it, of telling yourself you feel things about it. That's an illusion. The past does not exist. You have to want to be here now. Be in the present, so you can live joy. You can truly live from a place of joy if you're thinking about the past. You know, Pisces, it's very nice to be the dreamer, but there is this drama sometimes attached to the dreamy vibe some Pisces exude, that kind of puts them in that hero, heroine, victim position, you know. Don't you want to save yourself instead of being saved? No? Being saved is much more romantic. Has its costs. Being saved has a lots of costs, you know. Let this pain go. Come on. It's the end of the year. It was a long year for everyone. The pandemic changed our lives. We're still on it. We don't know when it's gonna end. So why add to an uncertain future a heavy past? Just stick to the present. You will need to look within. Kind of, it's like when you have like a spiritual awakening, but I'm afraid yours is pain driven. But the universe puts you here so you can understand duality. If you choose wisely, you'll be okay. If you take the wrong turn, you will learn. So nothing is lost, you see? Count your blessings, ride a wave when you're up, but be sure it will end, you will come down. Learn your lessons when you are low, and say thank you. Say thank you for the enlightenment. Say thank you for the not just the lesson, but the light. This light is pointing within. This journey is to the inside. No one can do this journey for you. The more you will know yourself, the more easy it will be to show yourself, your vulnerability to others in relationships, and having others also showing themselves with their truth, with their authenticity to you. And the more truthful the relations are, the more chances they have of overcoming obstacles, the obstacles of change, because every relation is bound to change. And when you have a dream and you want the dream to be like this, and then you project a dream into reality, then reality is never as good as your dream. But you have to live, right? Make peace with this world, the living world. You can always have your protector, High Priestess. She doesn't think she knows. She knows. That is like unquestionable. And she's here to guide you in this process. She is an aspect of you. The aspect of you that is the sorcerer, the empath, the clairvoyant. You know it. Deep down inside of you, you always know it. It's just that when you attach too much to this dream, to this value that you put on this dream, and you put yourself here in this mental prison, because you put this blindfold on, say, no. Oh, I want the person to be just like I have imagined and I dreamed, and the situation, and I really want it because I see that they have it in them. Yeah, they have it in them. You're totally right. When you see the potential of people, you're very good visionary, seeing the dream, the potential in everything. But what if they have so much karma that they will fulfill their potential in the next 3 lives? Not on this one. What are you gonna do? You're gonna wait 3 lives? Gonna waste your time? You're gonna be taught to learn how to choose. You're gonna be taught to learn how to be grateful when you are good, and grateful when you are not. I think sometimes the more we say thank you to pain, maybe sometimes it gets lighter and goes away. Okay. I love this for you. The key to prayer is to forget what I think I need. See? Let go of control. You become so full in the present moment. It's better than daydreaming. Living a magical reality, it's better than dreaming about it, for sure. So when you become so present, you almost forgot what you thought you need, because you are getting so much more. See, you're getting it from the source instead of your own self. Okay, let's go. And see, top of the reading, all these swords, 4 of Swords, the invitation to do nothing, to meditate, to contemplate, to watch life unfold. Sometimes the best you can do is nothing, because non-action is also an action. Not answering is also an answer. And the 6 of Swords, you're crossing over. You're leaving behind all these hard learned lessons about fear, about loss. but you bring knowledge and wisdom with you. They're like this trophies. Sometimes I see these swords as trophies. You see the trophies that almost as if these swords belong to the enemy you slayed. I mean enemy, and so you get to keep the sword as a symbol of power, as a symbol that you come out on top in a way that you've learned a lesson. Not you're better than anyone. You learned a lesson about codependency for sure. Sorry, I'm a bit cold. Oh. It's been a funny winter on this side of the world. Oh, sorry. Just gonna read the oracle card and we're done because I think I'm getting sick. Doing Pisces reading. It's 2 cards, but I'm just wanting one. Sorry. And it popped out the same. I love this. Okay. So we had one card that was conscious and the other was exhaustion, and we have exhaustion. Let's see. What does it mean? I think this card is the same as the 9 of Swords, but I'm not sure. No, it's not. Good. It's the same as the 9 of Wands. The same, I would say, similar, because this is a different system of cards. I love this oracle. So I'm translating from Portuguese as I read, so have patience if you like. Okay. The man that leaves behind the mental consciousness becomes heavy. The one that lives with consciousness remains light. Why? Because a man that has only some ideas about how you should live, naturally it becomes heavy. He feels obligated to carry with him his character, and that character is like an armor. That is his protection, his security. All his life is invested in that character, and is always reacting to situations through that character, never directly. If you ask him a question, the answer is prefabricated, and that is the sign of someone that is heavy. Someone that might be boring, mechanic. She can turn into a computer, but not a man. You might provoke and she might react in a way that is very well defined. The reaction is predictable. The person is like a robot. The real man acts in a different and spontaneous way. If you ask him a question, you get an answer, not a reaction. He opens his heart for your question, exposing to it, responding to it. Here is the picture of someone that has drained all its vital energy in the efforts that it made to keep functioning its enormous and ridiculous machine of personal images of importance. This person was so busy keeping all the parts connected between itself and making sure that everything went well that it forgot to rest from the truth. Without the question, this character cannot allow himself any distraction, leave aside its obligations to take a walk on the beach could mean crumbling of the whole structure. The message of this card, it's not, however, about a work addict. This card refers to all the ways by which we create safe routines, otherwise they are contrary to our nature. And they can keep away from us everything that is chaotic or spontaneous. Life is not a business to be administrated. It is a mystery to be lived. It is time to tear apart your time schedule, get away from the factory and do a little trip through the unknown. Your work might flow more softly and will come from a state of a relaxed mind. Yeah. Kind of connects the dots with the juggling and the indecision. And the attachment to the idea or to this dream or how things should be. Yeah. Life is meant to be lived, to be spontaneous. Because what is yours will never pass you by. You cannot lose what is yours. And if you lose it, it was never yours at the first place, so why bother? Just let it pass. See if I was just gonna take one card. Just curious. Strength. Good. I love this card for you. Here we see an elephant. It is the major arcana of strength. But elephants have one nice thing, that this idea of memory, the memory of the family. They're one of the few animals that when other elephants die on the way, they go back and visit them, like they have graveyards. That's what I'm. So there's this memory of family, of belonging, of not forgetting. So there is great strength in knowing where you belong and belonging to something bigger than you. And there's a limit to which we can let that notion, because we're talking about notion and concepts, get into our life. Because if you get too attached to a certain role, to a certain memory, to a certain past, then you lose the spontaneity of life. So there's great strength, of course. There's a weight, in who you are, where do you come from. But then there's also so much more ahead. It's completely clear and open. You can be whoever you are, do whatever you want. Of course, sometimes it doesn't come easy, or it doesn't come at the pace or time we expected, or even in the shape, form we expected. And sometimes we have to choose what is good, what is bad, have to make choices. You don't have to live the choices before you make them. You have to say yes to everything. Okay. I leave you with that, Pisces. I think it was a very interesting reading. Crossing duality, learning beautiful lessons, getting in touch with your inner light, with your inner strength, and seeing the world to the eyes of the High Priestess. So you're certainly and definitely on the right path. Even though right now in the present moment you might have some difficulty in organizing your thoughts and matching them with your actions, but that will pass for sure. Have a great November and a great December. I hope you like this reading. If you would like to book a private reading with me, I do private readings in English and in Portuguese, and you can contact me. You can contact me through my Instagram page, Mystic Yogi Mom. Enjoy your day and see you next time by the end of the year.